We've learned that tens of thousands of suburban Cook County voters are still unable to register to cast their ballots.
The reason? The system can't verify their registration. CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov starts off our team coverage. And Dana, election officials admit there's a backlog.
Yeah, that's right, Erica and Brad. A lot of folks have gone on in suburban Cook County to the clerk's website to register to vote. And then they go back and they check their voter registration status, and then they get this disturbing message, right? Meaning that those registrations are currently in limbo. However, Cook County election officials say it is a problem they are working rapidly to fix. An unprecedented number of voters have logged on to the Cook County Clerk's website to register to vote in this election, and at least a dozen of them have reached out to us recently with one big concern. When they go to check their status, they get this, a message stating could not be resolved. The county's deputy elections clerk blames a system backlog.
As of Friday, there were 50,000 applications in queue, and we've reduced that number to about 28,000 today, and we're fully confident by this weekend that number will be zero.
Edmund Michalowski blames an election system switchover for part of the problem. Planned to take place last January, it was delayed until after the primary. Then the pandemic hit, and recently an issue with the state system slowed processing down even further.
Which took a 4 or 5 day process to about 3 weeks, which created in that gap period no registrations could get done.
But Michalowski and the state's Board of Elections spokesperson says don't panic. Even though the online voter registration deadline is Sunday, the 18th at midnight, those waiting for online registration verification should be fine.
If you go through the process by October 18th, you will be registered.
Even, he says, if it isn't processed until after the 18th. And voter demand statewide is at its highest level ever. Matt Dietrich says right now 8.2 million people have registered to vote in Illinois. That's up from a total of 8.03 million people in 2016's election.
We'll have the most registered voters for this election than we've ever had.
Cook County election officials expect there will be a voter registration surge, another one in the coming days as the online registration deadline approaches. Again, it is Sunday, October 18th at midnight. However, for those who might still want to register to vote in suburban Cook County but had not done so online, you can still register to vote in person at a polling place. Brad and Erica?
Okay, so Dana, are there similar online registration backlogs in other counties besides suburban Cook County?
You know, it's unclear. We did hear of some people, a few, having a problem here or there with their registration status in a couple of other downstate counties, but the spokesperson for the State Board of Elections says he has not heard of any massive backlogs in any other county at this point. So that is good news as this deadline approaches and this historic election looms. But I would also like to say regarding Cook County in particular, it is the most populous county in all of Illinois, so that is likely contributing to the issues in suburban Cook. Erica?
Yes, I can see that. All right. Thank you, Dana.
More than 12,000 people have already voted.